Hello everybody, welcome to another Vintage Cube video. This is one of the worst starting packs I've ever seen, frankly. There's no good blue cards, no good fixing, no good aggro cards really. Mox Diamond is pretty good. That probably is the pick here, or actually no, we'll take Utopia Sprawl. I'm not super thrilled on Mono Green, but I do think Utopia Sprawl is a solid ramp spell that works in multicolor decks as well. Okay, now we have a little bit more interesting picks. Wasteland is probably the best pick here. I do like Faithless Looting a lot, but Wasteland is at its best in green decks that have ways to recur it and ways to search for it, like Elvish Reclaimer. You could also take Snapcaster Mage. Could take Taiga if you want to go Ren and 6, but yeah, I'll take the Wasteland. So, Mono Green is not the plan, but that is an option if green looks pretty open. Ooh, Fast Bond. Okay. Yeah, we'll go in for this. A little third pick Fast Bond action. There's also Nissa, which is a great green card, but I think Fast Bond is more likely to be what we want to do. In my opinion, just the normal mono green decks that are trying to ramp into Terrastodon are pretty weak, but like Fast Bond, Utopia Sprawl, Wasteland, Ramanep Excavator, that type of green deck is pretty interesting. Yeah, we'll take the Fast Bond. Okay, late Ragavan, but I think we take Sylvan Library here. Maybe that's not. No, it's really close. Ragavan is great. But the problem is red-green is the worst color combination for Ragavan because you don't have good removal to clear the way. Yeah, I think we're just taking the Sylvan. It's kind of close, but Sylvan Library is very strong. And also, if we are playing all the stuff like crop rotation that we want to find, then we'll have ways to shuffle our library, fetch lands, and cards like crop rotation, which I think is the pick here. So now the combo is, there's a few things that let you play lands from your graveyard. There's Ren and 6, Ramanep Excavator, and Crucible of Worlds. So the plan is to assemble Fast Bond plus Crucible of Worlds plus one of these types of lands, either Wasteland or Strip Mine. And crop rotation helps to add consistency with that. So we'll take this. There's the Excavator. Beautiful. Augur of Autumn would be pretty good too, but we're definitely taking the Excavator. This is a sweet start. We have all the stuff we want for this this type of combo deck. Augur of Autumn is also good with Sylvan Library. I would really like this card, but we're not going to pass one of our key flagship cards for it. Take the Excavator. And, I mean, yeah, this looks great. The things we want are Strip Mine, to have a little redundancy here. We do have crop rotation to find the Wasteland, so we essentially have two copies of this effect, but Strip Mine is also just better than Wasteland because it can hit basics. So, Strip Mine, any green fetch land, don't care which one. And then the other Ren and 6 Crucible would be nice as well. And then it depends. We could be also playing the Dark Depths combo. Crop rotation gives us some consistency with that, and Fast Bond gives us some speed. So that would require getting Thespian Stage plus Dark Depths, and then potentially other ways to search for lands like Elvish Reclaimer, maybe Golos, maybe Primeval Titan. Okay. Super late Expressive Iteration. But I think we take Reclamation Sage here. It's kind of close. I do like Wall of Roots, but in general I prefer the 1-mana rampers like Utopia Sprawl. And Reclamation Sage is good because we're planning on attacking their mana. That's going to be a big part of this deck's game plan. And Reclamation Sage lets us also attack their artifact mana. Yeah, we'll take this. Close pick. And seeing two good, cheap green cards on the 7th pick is a good sign. Okay, interesting. So Kura Tri-Builder's fine. Retrofitter Foundry can be good, but I'm kind of leaning towards taking the Proving Ground. That's good if we get Ren and 6, but I guess not much else. Maybe we just take the solid green card in our colors. Yeah, we'll take the Kura Tri-Builder, actually. This card is also fixing. Okay, green is super open. Let's take Deranged Hermit. This is not really the kind of green card that I want to be playing, but you basically, like, This is pretty bad in the deck that's trying to ramp into Craterhoof. I mean, it is actually good with the card Craterhoof, but this card doesn't really win the game on its own. And just like if they kill it, it doesn't draw cards, it doesn't interact, it just puts some squirrels into play. Kind of good against like mono red specifically and mono white, but not a great card in general. But it's better in decks like this that are cheap. Like this is better as like, your curved hopper than as like a mid range threat because if you're interacting with your opponent and disrupting their mana base, it does close the game quickly. Now we can take a super late Taiga. Two green cards in the pack is a great sign, but we just passed Itor's Proven Ground, and I really like the idea of being able to splash a couple different red green cards. Minsk and Boo, Ren and Six, and Escape to the Wilds are all very strong. Okay, nice. Raging Ravine. I think we take that over Terrastodon or Smuggler's Copter. Alright, now we'll take a piece of top end. Alright, yeah, I mean, green is as open as it ever is. Nice, we wheel the Augur. Spike Adeline, okay. So, solid start. The later picks, we were getting green cards to cut green, but none of these cards are ones that I'm thrilled about. But still a very solid start because of the early picks. And I like that the red-green lands were going so late. Hopefully we can get a Minsk and Boo in pack 2. And we can play these. They're passable. Pretty good if we get Natural Order. I guess not really Avenger. Natural Order and Avenger of Zendikar is only okay because you don't have that many artifacts, or you don't have that many lands yet, but Natural Order into Woodfall Primus is good, especially if we're attacking their mana. Okay, I think we do take the Mox here. This is not the best Mox deck. We're hoping to have like honestly Arbor Elf might be better than Mox here. Garruk, Wildspeaker, and Bushwhack are both pretty good too. I don't think we are a Blightsteel Colossus deck. But yeah, we'll take the Mox. Can't really complain, even though this is not the best deck for it. Okay, here we see Nissa, Uro, and Oracle of Moldiah. And I think Oracle is the pick here. Being able to play additional lands is great, especially with the Ramanep Excavator plan. Uro is pretty good. There's also Wheel of Fortune and Unholy Heat if we're base red, or like playing red, but let's just take the Oracle. Okay, this is exactly the kind of cards we don't really want. Just like more of these mid-range threats. I'm kind of leaning towards taking the Gruul Signet here. Karn is an option. Actually, maybe we take the Karn. Karn offers a bit of card draw. We don't have that much acceleration, though. I think we'll be able to get some. It's close, but I think I'm going to take the Karn. I much prefer mid-range threats like Karn and Oracle of Moldiah that can essentially generate card advantage. Okay, I think we just take Simic Signet here. We just passed a Signet. Ulamog is not really the top end we're looking for. This isn't looking like a deck that's ramping that high. Skullclamp is good in some mono green decks if you have lots of Arbor Elves, which we might still get, but right now it doesn't really play with any of our elves. It's good with Rex Age, but that's about it. So I think we'll just take the Signet. We also have a reasonable blue splash now with Utopia Sprawl, Mox Sapphire, and Simic Signet. We saw Uro earlier. This isn't really an Uro deck because we're not filling our graveyard particularly quickly, but if we saw like Ancestral Recall or Time Walk, we would definitely want to splash those. Ooh, okay. Interesting pick here. There's a few options. So Knight of the Reliquary is really good if we're playing white. Can find our wasteland. There's also the Dark Depths, which is probably the card we want the most here. It's the highest upside, at least, with crop rotation. That having a combo finish in a green deck is a really nice upgrade over just trying to win with mid-range beats. But there's also Draga Tree Speaker, which is one of the best mana dorks. Way better than Mox Sapphire for this deck. I think we can't really pass this. If Dark Depths comes around, that would be great. It's sort of funny that Depths and Hexmage are in the same pack. I think we do just take the Tree Speaker here. Yeah, we'll take this and then hope the Dark Depths comes around. Oh my gosh. Ren and 6 plus Craterhoof in the same pack. I think we got to take the Craterhoof. Yeah, if we also had Strip Mine and like a couple fetches, we could take the Ren, but we have no fetches right now. Craterhoof is, I think, too good. Okay, there's Raphaelos. I think we just move in towards full-on mono green. Not really where I like it to be, but if it's this open, this is the time to do it. So there's a couple pieces we need. First of all, we need a lot more dorks. We don't have that many good cheap creatures and for Craterhoof, so we want cheap creatures and Gaia's Cradle. And then Cradle is better when we have crop rotation to find it. Okay, Regrowth or Magus of the Order. I think we take the Magus here. We're not really a good Regrowth deck, and Magus is very good with Craterhoof. Huntmaster of the Fells is a good sign. No, I'm not going to take it here, but seeing that late of a red-green card means there's a chance Renin 6 comes around. Okay, nice. Garrick and Bushwhack Wield. I think we take the Garrick. I like this card a lot, but I think I would rather have a solid Planeswalker to ramp into. This card will become even better if we pick up the Gaia's Cradle. It's also good with Urza Saga. Also good with Utopia Sprawl. Maybe we can find an Arbor Elf. So it's a bit unclear. We could either be this sort of crop rotation lands matter deck, or we could just be standard mono green into Craterhoof. I would prefer to be the lands matter deck, but if we don't will Renin 6, if we don't get Strip Mine, we might not end up doing that, in which case we'll just cut the Fast Bond, cut the Augur, or cut the Ramanap and be a little bit more of a traditional green deck. Here we'll take Nissa. Pretty good pickup. This card is good value, and if in the mid to late game it can flip and be very strong. It's also good with Fast Bond. The fact that we have no fetch lands hurts, though. It really weakens the Ramanap Fast Bond plan. Fetch land plus Fast Bond plus Ramanap Excavator can play basically every single land in your deck, which is really nice. Okay, we'll take the Kogla. Good pickup. I don't think we really want Heartbeat here. I'll take Ulamog. Well, yeah, let's take Ulamog. It's a good piece of top end for the right matchup. I don't think we need it in the main deck, but we can bring it in against control. And with Raphaelos, it's a lot easier to cast. Okay, Dark Depths came around. Nice. So now we need to find Thespian Stage. The fact that, I mean, we could totally run this deck with 13 basic forests, and it would be a playable deck. It wouldn't be the best, but it would be very solid, and we still have an entire pack left. Renin 6 did not come around, so we're probably not playing the green splash or the red splash, but we could still do it if we get Minsk and Boo. Okay, pretty weak pack to start here. Pest Infestation, Tireless Tracker, and Sylvan Caryatid, the three green cards are all reasonable. I think we take the Pest Infestation. This card is good. It can blow up. There's sometimes where you can hit like 3 artifacts with this and just get tons of value. It also makes a bunch of dudes, which are good with Craterhoof Behemoth. Not a thrilling pick one, though. Okay, Gaia's Cradle is a thrilling pick. There's also Llanowar Elves, which we're hoping to wheel, but we really, really need the Gaia's Cradle. This card's great. As far as green decks go, this is not the best at abusing it, but still, very, very high upside. Alright, let's cut Circle of Dreams Druid. Let's cut Deranged Hermit. Cut Woodfall Primus. All of the rest of these cards I really would like to play. I guess Fast Bond is not really getting there right now. And Ramanap. This is sort of a package that we originally thought we were going to be going in on, but haven't really gotten there. We need... If we got like 2 fetch lands, we could do it. If we got Elvish Reclaimer, we could probably do it. If we got Thespian Stage, potentially. Even if we cut that combo, crop rotation is still playable to find Cradle or Wasteland. I also wouldn't mind picking up, like, the best green decks don't play Simic Signet because they are playing Creature Dorks instead, especially if they're playing Cradle plus Craterhoof. So, it would be nice to roll that Llanowar Elves and pick up an Arbor Elf and maybe a Noble Hierarch. Alright, pretty good pack here. Argoth is another value land. We don't have Titania, though. This fetch doesn't help us. I think we just take the Hierarch. I like Eternal Witness and I like Waterlogged Grove, but we really want to have a density of one-drop elves. Yeah, that's a great pickup. I think Augur of Autumn is pretty good, even if we're not going all in on lands. If we can get Coven going, then it's very good. You can get just like tons of value off the top of your library with this card. Wow, this pack is amazing. There's Thespian Stage, which combos with Dark Depths, and there's Natural Order, which finds Craterhoof. We want them both extremely badly. Which one is more likely to wheel? I think they're both pretty likely to wheel. I think probably Natural Order is slightly more likely to come around. Because Thespian Stage, if there's just like, if you're playing a blue deck and there's no good blue cards in the pack, you could just take Thespian Stage as a value land that can like maybe copy or colonnade or something. But Natural Order is really only good if you have lots of cheap green creatures and lots of beefy things to put into play. Yeah, really close pick. I think I'm going to take the Stage, though. Ooh, Primeval Titan. Okay, that's a really, really good pickup. Also Minsk and Boo. But I think given that we just took, like, now Primeval Titan on its own can find Thespian Stage plus Dark Depths. There's also Hex Drinker. This pack is just insane for us, but I think we take the Titan. It also makes Natural Order much better. Okay. This deck is definitely coming together well. It has the classic green problem, though, of, like, not much interaction, plus being pretty weak to opposing interaction. Like, both, like, Board Sweeper or just a bunch of spot removal on our little dude, and we can just get stranded with a bunch of 7-drops in our hand. And then likewise, we can just draw all our ramp and only have like 1 or 2 pieces of top end. So if they have one counter spell for the Craterhoof, then you just don't do anything. So that's the reason why I don't like green decks in general, even when it's open like this. Okay, I don't think we're a Thran Dynamo deck. I don't think we're a Mishra's Bauble deck. I'll take Memory Jar for some card draw. Probably not play it though. Alright, 2 wheels we really want. Llanowar Elves, Natural Order. At this point, we're not getting there with a Fast Bond Ramanap, which is fine. Those 2 cards are both only good when we have the other one and Wasteland. Do we basically splash Raging Ravine just as a value land? Maybe. Okay, let's take Ugin. Probably not play it, though, in the main deck at least. We can bring it in against other green decks. Is there any chance we get a channel? We have one more pack that could have channel, which would be sweet. Then we could play Ugin and Ulamog and have another combo in our deck. Life from the Loam, not really going to get there. Tablar Huntmaster is not great either, but I think it is the pick. Probably not playing in the main deck, though. I don't want, like... I only want to have 1 or 2, expensive cards that just make dudes. And I think Avenger of Zendikar is a little bit better. Craterhoof, Primetime, and Kogla all have different purposes. Craterhoof just wins. Primeval Titan finds our combo and just like takes all the lands out of our deck, and then Kogla lets us interact, like kill a creature. It's our only way to kill creatures in this deck. So I think that's a bit better than Tavlar's Huntmaster for us. Okay, good to see all this stuff coming around. I think we take the tracker. Could also take Mishra's Factory. Actually, maybe we take the Factory. We're going to be so flush with playables. I do like Tireless Tracker a lot, but well, we do have Rafael. No, let's. It's really close. Yeah, I'll take the Tracker. It's card draw. Card draw is important. All right, come on, Elvish or Llanowar Elves, and come on, Natural Order. Nice. Not really playing Breeding Pool. We're solidly mono green. All right, Natural Order. If we get a Llanowar Elves that way late, we're gotta get the Natural Order too, right? This could probably be a 16 land deck. Oh, I don't remember if this was a Natural Order pack or not, but we will take Argoth. That's not bad just as a value play. There will be some situations where it enters the battlefield tapped and that's bad, but it just can make a bunch of bears in the mid to late game. And also, we do actually have some green legendary creatures with Raphaelos, Nissa, Kogla. All right, got the Natural Order on the wheel. That's amazing. Not super surprising, but definitely very good to see. So we could play it like this with 9 basic forests, or probably cutting the Taiga, Raging Ravine. It's not terrible just to like have more value lands. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did not expect to see Minskin Boo that late. That's great. Okay, yeah, we're playing red now. We're going to need to make at least one cut. Maybe we could cut Reclamation Sage and just say Pest Infestation is better. Although maybe we do also want to have 2 ways to blow up things. Could just cut the Signet. I don't think 9. I think 9 basic forest seems a little bit light though. Maybe we cut Crop Rotation. Although it's pretty good. Like Crop Rotation plus either Dark Depths or Thespian Stage finds us our combo, and we can ramp into it. Maybe we cut Karn since we got the Magus or the Minsk. So how would this look? It gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 untapped green sources on turn 1, plus 11, 12 total green sources and Cradle. That seems fine. And then for red sources, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll run like this. This deck seems sweet. Yeah, I think it's not the perfect deck. I wouldn't mind a few more 1-drop elves, but we have Craterhoof plus multiple ways to tutor for it. We have some solid planeswalkers. We have a Mox. We have the Dark Depths combo. Pretty sweet. See you in round 1. Alright, here we are for round 1 against Varner. We are on the play with, okay, no green mana, definitely mulligan. This hand we can keep. It is no top end, but turn 2 Raphaelos is very good in a lot of matchups. If we just draw a bunch of forests in a row, we could die, but not. This is definitely a keep. We could also just top that Craterhoof Behemoth, or Prime Time, and play Hardcast at turn 3, then turn 4, put a 20/20 with Flying and Indestructible into play. Okay, good draw. The green mirror is probably our best matchup. I think we can just do the green thing better and go over the top of them, but they also have Raphaelos, okay. So let's play Tireless Tracker. Then we'll play Cradle Nissa. And now next turn we have tons of mana, and we get to draw 3 cards between the 2 clue tokens. They also have tons of mana, so if they have the prime time on turn 3, could be rough. I feel like I played the mirror match in Vintage Cube a disproportionate amount of the time. Maybe not, but like I remember like once recently I was playing Reanimator and I played against 3 Reanimator mirrors in a row. And I don't think I've ever played Reanimator 3 times in a row other than that one league. And then I haven't played Mono Green in a long time, but here it is in round 1 again. Okay, they have the turn 3 Primeval Titan. That's better than our turn 3. We just need to... I mean, now they have like infinite mana. They might have not enough top end, but this is not looking great. We need to find some top end of our own. Natural Order. Do we just win? We put Craterhoof Behemoth into play and sack like Nissa. Then we get 9 points of pump plus 5 points of base power. We don't quite win this turn. I think I will wait 1 turn. Pretty close. We could also put like Kogla into play and fight the prime time. But then they just have Rafello still. Yeah, I think we just try to kill them next turn. So let's crack this. We need to find 1 more creature. Okay. Does that get there? 3, 4, 5. Wait. Yeah, we have 7 mana, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we'll hardcast Avengers Zendikar, and then next turn we can swing for an insane amount of damage. As long as they can't kill us this turn. Or kill our guy's Cradle. Actually, no, we don't even need Cradle. We just need them not to kill us. Our deck is definitely capable of some powerful things. We're going to be swinging for like almost 100 damage on turn 5, despite not having a play on turn 1. Okay, Garrick is fine, Wall of Roots is fine, Birds is fine. They only have 1 card. Looks like they're just going wide. If they hit us for 6, we'll just take it. Don't care. They don't even attack. Alright. GG. Unless they have like a random Containment Priest. Natural Order, sack a plant. Grab Craterhoof Behemoth. And crash on in for a ton of damage. We also had like an insane amount of mana with a Cradle. Okay, so they're splashing white. We don't know what the white's for. Basically a mono green mirror. What do we want to change, if anything? I think Ugin is worth playing. Also, things like Circle of Dreams Druid is better because they don't have as much, they don't have removal, really. I think we cut some of our artifact and enchantment destruction. This is one way we could build it. I don't think we need Ulamog. I don't think we need Memory Jar. I think we will submit back like this. We could also play Topplar's Huntmaster in this matchup. If flipping and then being able to kill their things with your wolves is pretty nice. I think everything else is a bit better, though. Yeah, we'll submit like this. They're also a deck that can't interact with the Dark Depth combo, so that's a pretty solid plan in this matchup. Okay, we have Natural Order in our hand. Could be a situation where we would want a Natural Order for prime time and find our Dark Depths combo, so it's too bad that this is in our hand, but still a very good keep. We're just gonna Utopia Sprawl on green. We have our red source in our hand. We're Fellows. Augur of Autumn, okay. That's a good card, but it is a little slow here. Alright, not bad. Let's just play our spells. Sakura Chibelder, Ignoble Hierarch, pass. And then we can put like a Kogla into play next turn if we want to, or try and set up one more turn and get Crater Hoof down. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this being tapped is actually a pretty big problem here. We would be able to hardcast Primeval Titan otherwise. Alright, Utopia Sprawl. Wireless Tracker, okay. And then they can play a land off the top. Really good turn 3. So they swing, we block and sack. So the current Tri Builder is so good. So untapped land gives us Primeval Titan. Otherwise, we could Natural Order for Kogla, but I think that's a little underwhelming. Nice, we just draw the forest. That's exactly what we were hoping for. So let's play the Prime Time. And I think I'm going to just get the Dark Depths combo here. Yeah, let's get Thespian Stage plus Dark Depths. We could also get Cradle. Okay, well, let's think about this. Can we win next turn if we take Gaia's Cradle? Say we take, like, we could still take the Thespian Stage. So Stage Cradle, or maybe Raging Ravine Cradle. Then we can tap Raging Ravine, Forest, Utopia Sprawl Forest, Taiga, Ignoble Hierarch for Avenger of Zendikar. Make 7 dudes. Then tap Gaia's Cradle for tons of mana. Sack one of the dudes. Then we have 6 plus 3 total creatures, and Crater Hoof comes into play. I think we would have 20 points of damage. Okay, I think this actually does work, but I want to make sure I'm doing the math right again. So, say we get Raging Ravine, Gaia's Cradle. We assume we draw a brick. We tap 3 forests with 1 of the Utopia Sprawl for 4, Taiga, Ignoble Hierarch, and the Raging Ravine for 7 mana. Play Avenger of Zendikar. We have 7 lands in play. So Cradle taps for 7. We can play Natural Order. Sack one of the... So after we play the Avenger, we'll have 10 total creatures, 7 tokens, plus Primeval Titan, plus Ignoble Hierarch. And the Avenger. We sack one of the tokens, get Crater Hoof. I think we'd have 10 creatures then, which gives us 20 points of pump. We have 2 attackers, Primetime plus Crater Hoof. So that gives us 31 points of power. Yeah, I think that's I think we can do it. So basically, Thespian Stage, Dark Depths threatens to kill next turn. I think Cradle plus Raging Ravine threatens to kill this turn. So let's get that. Or sorry, next turn versus 2 turns from now. So Cradle, Raging Ravine. And then our plan is to kill them next turn. And hopefully they just get some value. They can like play a land, crack a clue, play a mana dork off the top. That's all small ball compared to what we're about to do. Of course, they could also Natural Order into Woodfall Primus, blow up Gaia's Cradle. Like, there's some broken stuff they could do too. But if all goes according to plan, we're going to get a nice kill next turn. They need to have back 11 points of blocking. Okay, Questing Beast is fine. So on board, if they crack a clue... Oh, they're playing something else. If this is like a Wall of Roots... Okay, Fiend Arson. I think we have exactly lethal. We also draw Forest. I don't think... Oh, no, that does change things, because now we can leave back Ignoble Hierarch. That's great. Yeah, now we definitely have lethal. So 7 mana, Avenger of Zendikar. Make a ton of dudes. Tap this for infinite mana. Natural Order. Grab Crater Hoof for the win. And even if we didn't kill them this turn, we get to put 2 counters on all of our plants and have tons of stuff. This is turn 4. Yeah, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. So well over 100 points of power on turn 4. Maybe green decks are alright. Granted, the mirror match is our best matchup. If we play against a deck that has Toxic Deluge, it's not going to go as well. On the draw for round 2 against Almo SLMI. I don't think we can keep this. Too much top end, not enough mana. Okay, we can keep this. Dark Depths in the opener is a bit awkward, but turn 2 High Rock, turn 1 High Rock, turn 2 Sprawl into Sylvan Library is pretty nice. We also have the Garrick plus Utopia Sprawl combo. Still would like to draw a forest. Okay, interesting. We can almost kill them, threaten to kill them next turn. But I think that's a little greedy. Let's set up for a bit longer. Okay, that resolves. That's nice. We'll play the Dark Depths. Pass turn. So then we can kill them on turn 4, almost definitely. Or we can threaten the turn 4 kill. I'm not going to just jam into a bunch of open mana. But, okay, Lingering Souls is not... Well, actually, that's good against Dark Depths. Okay, come on. Give me the land. Nice. Alright, let's just pay all the life. We go land... Garrick. Untap these 2 lands. So, if we play Sakura Tribelder, it means we are no longer threatening to kill them. Like right now, we're threatening to just put Dark Depths into play, or put Merit Lage into play. But the problem is if they flashback Lingering Souls or leave back a blocker, that's not nearly as good. And if they do that, then we'll want to have more mana in play. Interesting situation. Okay, I think I'm going to... Oh, it's so close. Do we just threaten to kill it? There's a good chance they swing at Garrick for 2 and then tap out for like Jace the Mind Sculptor or something, and we could just kill them. How much value do we lose by not playing this Elder? That much. Okay, I'm gonna pass and leave open the option of putting a 2020 into play. Maybe that's not right. Maybe, it's so close. We could also just put, okay, I think this is better. If they play sloppily, we could kill them with the other line, but I think this puts us in just a good enough spot that that's fine. Because we can also crop rotation for Gaia's Cradle, and then we would have so much mana, and we should be able to, with the Sylvan Library plus that, we should be able to translate that into a win somehow. If they do tap out for something dumb, I'll regret this a bit. Okay. Alright. So let's grab a land. I don't think I'm going to crop rotation right now. Minsk and Boot, good draw. There's the Thespian stage. How much mana do we have? A lot. Do we dare go to 4? I honestly think I am going to go to 4. These cards are all really good. So let's start by playing. Well, so we'll do this. Untap 2 lands. Play Reclamation Sage. Good chance this gets countered. Okay, hardcast Force of Will, that's fine. Now we can go. A lot of different good options here. I think we play Minsk and Boo. The problem is if we play Minsk and Boo, we can no longer. Oh wait, can we still Thespian Stage? Yes, we can. Alright, so we play Minsk and Boo. Make a dude. Put some counters on it. Play land and swing. And now what we can do is crop rotation, sacking a forest to find Gaia's Cradle. Cradle taps for 2. We can use Thespian Stage, put a 20/20 into play. We're at 4, so they could threaten lethal with Lingering Souls plus Collective Brutality. So I think I probably will just go for the. If they send both souls at us, that's a sign that they might probably have a way to kill us. So we will go for the Dark Depths block. Oh! Okay. Was not expecting that one, but I'll take it. So we take down Esper midrange. Lingering Souls, Force of Will. Should be a good matchup unless they have board sweepers. I don't think we make any changes here. Could bring in Karn, although Lingering Souls is good against our Planeswalkers. Nah, the deck's perfect. Let's run it back. We're yet to lose a game. And another great hand. We'll definitely keep this. We can combo them probably on turn 3. Although we're more likely to set up for a longer game. Just jamming the combo against a deck that has blue mana is a little bit risky. Ooh, they have a turn 1 Black Lotus. That is bad. But no other play. Okay, turn 1 the Wandering Emperor is honestly not too scary. It's reasonable pressure. But, like, turn 1 Hero of Bladehold or something would be much scarier. Okay, Swords of Plowshares on the Hierarch is bad. Because now Gaia's Cradle does not tap for mana. We can play Thespian Stage. Okay, Forest is better here, I think. Forest, Sylvan Library. We can beat the board, but if they have more interaction, it'll be tough. We take 5. I mean, yeah, this is quick luck. They can almost kill us next turn. Okay, so we're 1 mana short of going for the kill. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Okay, so we'll play land, Sakura Tribe Elder, and pass. And then we can put a 20/20 into play next turn, but it might be too slow. Too bad we weren't on the play. So we're down to 7. Can we win next turn if we have 1 blocker? Or will we die? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to have 2 blockers. Is that possible? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to crop rotation right now. We need to find a cheap, like a 1 or 2 mana creature. Okay, perfect. Reclamation Sage is better. So we play Rex Sage, block this. Problem is we're still not killing them. We're not doing our combo. But top. So we need 2 blockers or Reclamation Sage. It's a real bummer we can't keep both of these without paying 4 life. So if we just keep the Llanowar Elves, I think we can survive at 1. So we go Llanowar Elves, Gaia's Cradle, and if they have no interaction, we can have 2 blockers and survive. So yeah, we block here, take 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we're going to 1 and putting a 20/20 into play when they're at exactly 20. So on board we survive if they just have nothing in their hand. Of course, if they have anything, we die. But we have a chance. So they send everything. We will crop rotation, sack a forest, grab Dark Depths. The fact that we... Oh, do they... Spell Queller. Bummer. Okay, that's game. We had a really good hand, but they had, I mean, turn 1, the Wandering Emperor. Black Lotus is broken, especially on the play. But we get to go first for game 2. Or for game 3. Let's run it back. We could bring in Ulamog. I mean, Ugin. Yeah, I think Ugin's actually a bit better than Kogla here. Oh, didn't get it in time. So if we draw Kogla, we'll wish it was an Ugin. Alright, weird hand. We don't have a forest for Utopia Sprawl. I think I'm still going to keep it, though. Sylvan Library can find us something, and then on turn 3 we can get the Sprawl going. We're also, I mean, we have the stage, so we're 1 Dark Depths away from having a combo. Hopefully no Black Lotus over there. And our best draw is just basic forest here. If we draw forest, we can Utopia Sprawl the forest and play Sylvan Library in the same turn, and that sets us up for 4 mana on turn 3. Oh man, they have so much acceleration. But no land? What? Alright. I don't know what hand is keepable there on the draw with... I mean, maybe they were just banking on hitting their first land drop, and they... Okay, there's the land. So... Oh, and there's the Lotus. Alright, this is why they kept. They could drop a 5 mana play here. If we don't hit a forest in our top 3 cards, it will be pretty bad. But the odds are in our favor, I think. And then we also have the Augur plus Library combo, which is pretty nice. We can set up the top of our deck and make sure we just hit free land drops for days. So far, we've never used this to make a bear, and it has been awkward right now for not being a forest, so that's worth noting. It's possible that we should just be having a simpler mana base with basically all basic forests. Alright, Thoughtseize is honestly fine. This hand is pretty redundant. I could see an argument for, honestly, any of them. Oh, okay. That's a very strong line. Strong turn 2. Hopefully we find a forest. Nice. There's the Dark Depths. Okay, so we can combo them in 2 turns. And they only have 2 mana. They had a lot of mana that turn. Interesting. I'll go for this block. If they can kill this in some weird way, they're using their mana on their turn. That seems fine. And there's no like giant growth type pump spells. Okay, they draw us each a card, and then just take the L. Weird. Balance. Okay, that's annoying. All right, let's keep the forest. So this is why they did this line. Yeah, that makes sense. They have to discard a card, but we lose 2 lands. But we still have the combo pretty quickly. Shelldock Isle, okay. Play Forest and pass. Next turn we play Thespian Stage. And the turn after we play Dark Depths and threaten the kill. Okay, we're still playing Dark Depths or Thespian Stage. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna make our forest, our Thespian Stage a forest. It keeps the copy ability. There's crop rotation. That's kind of funny. Don't need that. So we're gonna go for it. We could play Garrick here, but I think they have 2 cards. Like there's things that beat us here. I mean, the Wandering Emperor, chief among them. I think we just go for it though. So we want to keep the one that has no counters on it. Make it 20/20. And then go for the kill. I mean, if they have something, they have something. All right, sweet. So Dark Depths gets there despite the fact that they balance. A lot of power over there. Black Lotus plus Mox Emerald, but we were able to overcome it. We're 2-0 fighting for the trophy. Maybe green decks are secretly amazing. See you in the finals. All right, we're on the play for the finals against Confi. Oh man, another hand where just one forest would make it really good. But I think we have to ship it, unfortunately. Okay, this hand seems good. Let's keep and put back the Kogla. So we'll see if we go turn 2 Tracker or Pest Infestation based on their play. Against this, I think we just want to get Tracker down. Oh, okay. Definitely getting Tracker down now. And then next turn, we'll probably play Pest Infestation and make 4 1/1s. I would love to see another artifact here. Perfect. Mono White's got to be a good matchup for our deck. So blow up both of your artifacts, make 4 pests, and hit for 3. Or for 4 even. We're massively ahead on board, ahead on mana. We can draw some cards. Adante Vanguard is very not scary. Same with Skull Clamp. Alright, I don't mind drawing a land there, but still going to play Oracle first. Alright, so play land, make a clue, crack a clue in the hopes of finding another land off the top. Nice. Can't play this one, but still, solid situation. Let's just hit them with the tracker and pass. So we can block and pay 4 life, but then they're down to 10. This is turn 4, and we have how many permanents? 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 permanents in play on turn 3. or turn 4. Gideon Allies in the car, also not really a problem. A lot of draws would just win the game for us here. Dark Depths, okay. We have the combo. I'd love to find... Okay, I was literally going to say, I would love to find Guy's Cradle, and there it is. Um, Play the Elder. Tap this for tons of mana. We'll play Garrick. Untap 2 lands. Now Garrick is threatening to kill them with the ultimate, so they need to address that. But we're also just going off. So we'll crack this. We need to make sure to leave up mana for Dark Depths, but we have tons of mana. We'll play Reclamation Sage. Blow up the Skull Clamp, which shuts down their card draw. Okay. So we didn't have the kill yet necessarily, but we could crack this. We could shuffle this away, grab another land, tap. So we could tap Guy's Cradle for like 10 mana, sack this for land, shuffle this away, hopefully find some action, crack 4 clues, draw tons of cards, make it 20-20. There was yeah, we had a lot going on there. I think the opponent was correct to concede. However, their deck is fast. We're on the draw. Do we want to play Fast Bond on the draw? It's kind of interesting. Ugin's also an option. So we could cut Minsk and Boo on the draw. Streamline the deck a bit. Minsk and Boo is good, but it's worse against aggressive decks. So this is one way we could build it on the draw, which I think I kind of like. Yeah, let's run it like this. This is a little bit faster and a little bit more consistent. We lose the power of Minsk and Boo, but I think that that's fine. This isn't really a matchup where we need to be grinding. We just need to make sure that we don't fall behind. If we can do our thing and develop enough of a mana advantage, we should be able to convert that into a victory, with or without Minsk and Boo plus Kogla. Fast Bond is awkward in some hands for sure, but the upside is high. Alright, we'll keep this hand. Turn 1, Draga Tree Speaker is great. Mother of Runes is typically a nightmare to play against, but for mono green, it's really not that bad. It can push through their attackers. It makes blocking hard, but we don't play removal anyways. Yeah, I'm definitely not accepting this trade. It's rare that you don't accept a Mother of Runes trade on turn 1, but in this spot, I would rather have the Tree Speaker. Alright, Figure of Destiny is not too scary. So we level this up. Play the library and pass. That's annoying. A lot of live draws here. That's not really one of them, though. We have 5 mana. I think we just put a bunch of pests into play. And now we can... Oh, wait. And then play this land. And we can crop rotation for Guy's Cradle. And then hardcast Avenger of Zendikar. It's not as good when we only have 3 lands, but it still puts a lot of stuff into play. We could also top deck just like Natural Order or Crater Hoof and win. Alright, take this. My life total is still relatively safe. Okay, this is still just not that relevant, nor is that. Okay, so let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could just play... No, let's still crop rotation. Crop rotation, sack this land, grab the Cradle. Avenger Zendikar. Make 3 plants. We'll grow our plants. And then Rex Age to blow up the Skull Clamp. And now no attacks. Like, this is a bit of a board stall. They can hit us for some damage, but they can't really attack with anything that profitably other than Selfless Spirit. Parallax Wave would be annoying because that could shoot all of our tokens. Okay, Lion Sash is not really a problem. Like, we just win on the ground. What we're afraid of is them killing our stuff and them hitting us with flyers. And there's Natural Order. Alright. Sometimes you just rip it. Okay, I was about to use this first, but that would be very much unwise. They could have Containment Priest as their last card, but I mean, we gotta go for it. Alright, looks like that's GG. No Containment Priest for the opponent. So we grab Craterhoof Behemoth. Alright. That's a big attack. Wow. Alright, this is my first mono green deck of the season, and it's pretty good. We're swinging in for what? 150? Only 120. Our opponent went to negative 99 life. That's kind of awesome. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that life total in a game of Magic. Okay, so our deck was really, really good. We only lost one game, and that game was to turn 1 Black Lotus 4-mana Planeswalker on the play. We had a lot of things going. So, first of all, the acceleration, that's where all the green decks start. We had 4 1-mana accelerants plus Mox Sapphire, and then at 2 we had Raphellos. So, good acceleration. I typically like to have more, like honestly 8, 9 cheap accelerants, but we had enough that we were able to lead with 1 pretty much every game. Next, we had very consistent Craterhoofs. We had Craterhoof itself, but we also had Natural Order and Magus of the Order. We never drew Magus of the Order, but still, 3 ways to put Craterhoof into play is amazing. This card just wins games if you have more than 1 or 2 creatures in play. Third thing that we had going was really good ways to go wide. So Pest Infestation played really well with the Cradle. Avenger Zendikar did as well. And having Crop Rotation to consistently find the Cradle was really powerful. And then the third thing was the Dark Depths combo, which won us a couple games. It's Primeval Titan can find the combo on its own. It's also pretty easy to draw 1/2 of the combo and then Crop Rotation into the other. All around, this deck was attacking from a bunch of different angles. We didn't have to like Wasteland angle, really. I don't think we ever Wastelanded an opponent. And that is what we were initially trying to build around with Fast Bond plus Ramanap. We didn't really get there with that, but we had pretty much all of the other green angles of attack really on lock, and the deck was great and got the trophy. So can't really argue with that. If you watched to this point, hopefully you enjoyed, and maybe you could consider giving me a like and a subscribe and all that good stuff. I don't always ask for that, but it does help the channel. So if you want to support me and support all this content that I want to keep delivering to you, then I'd really appreciate that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.